A little bit more, Debbie. So we're taking this lift up, scissor lift. Bought this, well, basically a scrap from one of the neighbors here a while back. That's good, Debbie. That should be good. So we're over here at Porterville 2. We brought our extra garbage container. It's empty. We're gonna probably throw some cast aluminum in that. And we started bringing some of our transformers over. We got a ballast there. Not a ballast. Yeah, that's a ballast. I'll be alright. You cut these ends off. Everybody knows that. These are pretty heavy. Hopefully they're all copper, but good chance that there's a lot of aluminum ones. That's the way it goes. If you don't know, just because it looks copper doesn't mean it's copper. It's always wishful thinking, but let's cut this one. Where'd that go? That one looks to be copper, but at least that end of it. Of course, if it's the white color, it ain't copper. So we took our load today in with a baler that we baled up, and we took that truck cab, and it's 100 a ton. And what'd that weigh, Debbie? Was it 1,700?
Yeah.
Weighed like 1,700 pounds, and the cab, we'd sold the door off, or basically it was a cab, no front clip on it, or frame. One door was on it, so we had 1,700 pounds. So we're guesstimating that our bale was probably maybe 1,400 pounds. Is that right? 14? Yeah, give or take.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But I was over at the yard, and I was talking about this stuff I was making up over here, and they said, come up with something to strip wire down. They told me they had this big old wire that they was looking to trying to figure out how to process it. I got to thinking about it. I thought I might just have what you need. So I went back over and got a look at some of it. Look at that wire. And I guess you can't really just cut this because it releases some kind of gas that's supposed to be poisonous. That's aluminum right there. This is all copper. They got 9,000 pounds of this. So I've got the press over there at Porterville 1. In fact, I got some parts supposed to be coming today, a spool valve to tie it into my other one. And I think I can make and shear this down through here. He showed me a chunk they tried to do with a log splitter. But I think I got to think about it. I said, I think I can do that. Then it's got like some sheet copper around the edge here. And I think I know how to get that off too. He said that seems to be sticking. He says, probably use a hairdryer or something. I think I got another idea, but we're going to try this out and see if we can figure something out. Make some kind of a deal with them. The pieces they got are probably 3 or 4 foot long. He was going to give me a chunk. I said, well, you can just give me that. If it don't work out, I'll bring it back. So anyway, that'll be a fun little project, and that's right in line with what I'm working on. So we got some cast aluminum on here, and it's got some ballast in it. And of course, we got the shear over here in our transformer breakdown table. I just threw a few things in here so we don't get too cluttered. Now this lift is good for welding, scissor lift, and I'm actually not sure if it's single phase or 3-phase or what it is. So I gotta get it apart or get it off of here, and then probably gonna end up sitting at this table here for the time being to work on it. Started lifting it with a magnet, and it was opening up here, so we had to shim it up and wrap a chain around it to stabilize it. Well, Debbie's gonna film, I think, or did you want to pull the truck forward, Debbie? You yell at me if I start. Don't get by there. I don't want that falling on your toe. I'll have to bring you coffee.
Yeah, that would be ouch. Oh.
So that's pretty heavy. I gotta get my platform scales working and figure out what I did to them and get them over here, and eventually we'll be able to weigh this stuff up and process it. And I'm gonna lower this a little bit. Watch your toes. Then what I'm going to do is unhook this chain, leave it under there in case I need it again, which I probably do. I'm going to jack it up and see if we can get a peek of what's going on under there with that scissor lift, the motor and what have you. I've never seen underneath here, and I've had this for about at least 7 or 8 years. It almost looks like a guy could there. Yeah, it's got the motor there. Let's get a peek at it. A little pump on the side of it. Almost looks like this top piece can come right off there to work on it. There's the cylinder. That's definitely heavy. It's really heavy. So we kind of want this to lift our heavy motors and, I mean, basically make use of it. Not that we can't work without it. There's a tag right there. Of course, it's all wore off. I doubt if that's a 220 motor. It just looks small. And I don't even know about a name brand on here. There was something here once about a time. Something there once about a time. So we got our spool valves. Supposed to be coming today, but I'm going to try to run this electric. And yeah, there's the cord. I think we counted 6 wires on it. We're getting a picture and doing. I'm not an electrician, so. But usually I can figure stuff out. I'll have to figure out how to get this apart or somehow, or stand it up on end maybe. If I can get under there and see where this thing actually hooks it. Let me know if that falls on me. Boy, that would ruin a person's day, wouldn't it?
Definitely.
Trying to figure out where that cord. Looks like there's almost like a solenoid up there. Wire goes in there. So the power supply is on this side. Anyway, yeah, that I doubt if that's like 3-phase. Whatever, yeah. That magnet's really nice. I like that magnet. It's pretty handy. Yeah, we've had that around. Yeah, I think that guy moved to Florida. We bought a bunch of like industrial type stuff from his yard sale, and he was moving. He kept saying, "Just take that with you too. Take that with you." I think we gave him about $1,000, and I think we got a whole bunch of stuff left over. That magnet being one of them. And then this comes from the neighbor, and I can't remember what all I got, but. Well, this would be handy. I imagine it'll go up a few feet. Hopefully we'll figure it out and find out. Well, let's see what else we got. Debbie's gonna. Yeah, we got our transformers. These got transformers in them. Maybe this one don't, but I think most of these got transformers in them.
I think that does.
That's got, yeah. So we're gonna clean the cast. Debbie's the official wire cutter for today, I guess. This is a pretty good cast there. Another transformer there. Just mainly trying to make a little room here and there, and then we got garbage service. We get rid of a lot of the garbage. So I'm still picking away for parts for this. I'm going to try to do it on the Porterville budget. I've got a couple cylinders around, and I've got a few different ideas. So it should be handy for a lot of, I want to kind of make it multi-purpose so I can do more than one thing with it. This year is pretty awesome, but there's a lot of things that really can't do. And this cart here is on wheels, but that ain't gonna stay here. Trying to make room where you can always get a vehicle or a tractor or something in here. Speaking of tractor, I did have to, this tractor doesn't charge, so when I use it I gotta jump it. But it's always run real good, and the other day I come over here and it cranked and it wouldn't start, and of course I breathed the things off, but that's been off forever. And I ended up tearing it all apart and cleaning it, and I almost bought another one. I thought I'm going to try to fix it, and it's working fine now. Use my cereal box there. I made my gasket. The other one was all tore up and pretty much shot. I tried to save it, but it was falling apart. We'll go find a project. I did actually bring these things over too to stand on when I get my bench going. Easier on the back and the knees and stuff. My knees are cracking right now, so that's what happens when you get young. Goodbye now. Look at Debbie go.
Goodbye, everyone.
Have a good day.